This is an article from CBR. You see, back in December, RWBY announced that they were going on hiatus from December to February. This is vastly different than the usual holiday hiatus they have of 2 weeks. This was about 2 months. Now, if you follow Rooster Teeth's business, you know that one of the biggest problems they have is that when the RWBY season is done, people cancel their first memberships. They're not interested in the other content that RT produces. A lot of people speculated this extended hiatus was a desperate attempt to extend first memberships so that RT could look good to their overlords at Warner Media. That brings us to this tweet from the other day on February 17th by Carrie. And let me be clear here, I'm not trying to be rude or mean. I'm actually trying to give Rooster Teeth advice in this video, so let's continue on. He says, wanted to give you an update. Due to the weather conditions in Texas, we will be pushing RWBY Chapter 10's release 1 week from February 20th to 27th. While the episode is basically done, we'd rather the team focus on themselves and their safety. So, okay. I think reasonable people will understand that, yeah, Texas has had some crazy circumstances lately. It's understandable. We get it. The issue arises when he says the episode is basically done and continues that discourse. Carrie went on to say, for clarity's sake, ironic because this actually makes it more confusing, continuing, he says, there is a lot of work that still has to happen even after an episode is done. People understandably began to question what done means because they're confused and they're paying money for this product. So Carrie then says, also, if you really want to start arguing what done means or are in general just being a jerk, enjoy the block. Eddie, the writing supervisor for Rooster Teeth, would then chime in saying, people out here trying to play gotcha with the idea that multiple teams touched the episode all the way up until the week of release as per design. So here's a really out there idea, Rooster Teeth. I know I'm probably crazy for suggesting this, but maybe don't say that the episode is done if it's not done. As I said, we all understand the weather is crazy in Texas. If you can't get it out, we get it. But when you start saying it's done and flip-flopping on what that really means, just comes off as you lying to our faces. And not just that, to use terms that Rooster Teeth people like, I'm going to say privilege here. It comes off as very privileged. Here's a hypothetical scenario for you. Your boss calls you into the office and says, how's the project going? And you say, it's going great, boss. Actually, it's done. And the boss says, wonderful, can I see it? And you say, no, you can't see it because it's done. And the boss says, what do you mean? If it's done, why can't I see it? And you respond by saying, because it's done. Notice how this discussion makes absolutely no sense? I guess Rooster Teeth is just very privileged. They get to say they're done with work when they're not. Must be nice. TLDR, yes, we get it. Texas has bad circumstances. We hope you are all safe and we understand. But when you start saying something's done and you get really mad when people question what that means because you made it confusing, maybe y'all should be a little bit more cautious with how you word things. Just my 2 cents. Thank you all for tuning in. Catch you next time.